Hello, Giggly Hair, and we are back to the Kingdom Challenge, and now we are up to the Merchant level class, and this is the Wharton family. We have Uria Wharton, interesting name, and Arya Wharton. I'm just going to call him U because, yeah, that's difficult for me to say. I'm terrible at names. So he is an entertainer. So in the medieval times, they did have the kings and queens jester. So plus they had musicians, excuse me. They had people play the piano and came and play the guitar. And so he is going to be our entertainer. That's what he's going to go do. Now, I've already been on these ones attempting, oh dear, she is pregnant. Yay! We see a big belly right there. So we should be having a merchant heir pretty soon. She's in the second trimester. And let's look at her traits. She is a music lover, creative, art lover, and a muser, which is good because her husband is a music lover, a muser, self-assured and cheerful, but he is also a musical genius. So it's a good thing she likes music because he is going to play music. So the first thing we're going to do with him, because he is supposed to be practicing for 6 hours, he should have some kind of musical instrument somewhere that he can play. Looks like we have the guitar. So we're going to go ahead and practice the guitar. Well, he doesn't have a piano. He's only going to be able to have a piano probably if he goes to a noble's house because he's just a merchant. They do have it downstairs in their little house. Their little room's all ready for their kids when they get here. They've got a bathroom downstairs, and they do have a chamber pot. Now I'm looking every time because we are missing a chamber pot in that house, which is kind of funny. There's even a little potty chamber pot for the kids when they're here. No kids yet, though, so we're going to go back upstairs. Their bedroom's down here, too. Pretty plain. They have a nicer house than a peasant would. A nice 2-story, but and they have a much nicer kitchen. They have pretty rugs. House. But still, they're not nobles. Now, the merchants are allowed to have a maid, and they're allowed to have a wet nurse, but they are not allowed to have a gardener, and they are not allowed to have a butler. So, she is going to need to plant some, I don't believe I gave her, now merchant women are the only women in the game who can have a job, and she's a painter. She doesn't necessarily need to fill in all of these flower pots. In fact, she could probably plant flowers instead of vegetables. Maybe that's what we'll do, and we'll plant a bunch of pretty flowers for her in the back because they both have jobs, so they don't need to have a garden of vegetables. They may want a few. She has a few vegetables in here, but I'm thinking maybe we'll only grab a few veggies since she has them just because she does. So we'll put a mushroom here, rather than just waste them. Well, she might want to cook with them, though. But she doesn't have a cook either. Well, let's just leave it that. Let's just leave it like that. Let's just plant 2 mushrooms, and then we'll buy some flower seeds. And she can plant some flowers because she does not have to rely on her garden, unlike our peasants. She has an easel somewhere, I believe. If not, we'll have to add one for her because she does her easels right here. She can paint and look out at her flowers and her few trees she's got growing. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's open up these seed packs, see what kind of flowers we got. She got some bluebells, chrysanthemums. What's this one? Daisies. Let's open the next pack, see what else we got. Doesn't look like we got anything different. Same stuff, more of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some bluebells in here. One. I wish these would just do what the trees do when you start putting them in and just keep going. But it doesn't. This is her flowers. Oops, let's skip one for the daisies in between. A couple of daisies here. Over here, put a couple more daisies, and we'll leave some open. She doesn't have to fill them all right now. She may want to fill one later. Right now, she's going to put that there. It's about 10 o'clock at night, so we're just going to put these down. They're probably going to want to go to sleep soon. Oh, she's already asleep. Look at that. Nope, we have to pay their taxes. I need to do that right now. Their taxes are only $100. So let's go ahead and writing it down right now so I remember pay the Royals that. So let's go ahead and subtract $100. So that's going to bring them to $24,641. Okay, that way they've paid their taxes and I didn't forget. And she's pregnant and he's learning the guitar. There's not much we can do at the moment. We'll stick with them for a little bit and take a look around. Look at the cute little fountain they have over here. Isn't that just adorable? I wish I had a fountain like that in my front yard. And she does have some few plants going on up here. Looks like we have a blueberry or a grape that's not growing. Let's go put that in the backyard if we can. I'm not the best at dragging stuff around here. Nope. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I lost it. See, I knew that was going to happen. Okie dokie. Where'd it go? It's still there. Let's just do this. Let's just put it in her inventory. Go back here. Easier than dropping it. And plant us a grape over here next to the mushrooms, just because grapes are yummy. Now, one thing she doesn't have, which would be nice, is some strawberries. But we're going to kind of not tell what kind of children we have anyways, because really in this day and age there really wasn't any guesswork or ultrasounds or anything like that. We could still try and use strawberry, not like they wouldn't, but she does have a strawberry bush. Okay, cool. Again, in this game, it's the daughters that inherit, so it's the first daughter, because she keeps the last name to go with the house. They can never move out. Their siblings can, but they cannot. So once we have this first heir, I'm going to write it down so I don't forget which one is the first heir. It does have to be a girl, so the boys will eventually get moved out. If we end up with 6 boys and we still haven't got a girl, then we'll be moving out some boys. But we are going to keep trying for baby and hopefully get girls because that's what we need. Like I said, I pretty much planted a strawberry at almost every house. So at some point, hopefully, right now the strawberry plants aren't mature enough for her to have a strawberry. I guess she could buy some seeds and have a strawberry that way. But for right now, for this first time around, we're just going to let it be whatever randomly happens. And we're not going to force any kind of girls or boys. Okay, so not much we can do right now. He is still practicing his guitar. Let's see, where are we at here? He needs to go to the restroom. He's got 2 more hours to practice, and he's supposed to listen to music for 2 hours. Well, that's kind of hard considering there's no radio, but they did have one of those old-fashioned phonograph things. So maybe we should just buy him one of those so he can listen to music, because I didn't realize for his aspiration he'd have to do that. So for sometimes when we run into things like that, we have to do a little bit of cheating, because I tried to have no electronic devices in the game, but like the library required you have 2 computers, so I couldn't not have 2 computers because it required it. And radio. Why is it not coming up? R-A radio. Yeah, that's spelled right. I know I'm a terrible speller, but that's actually spelled correctly. Let me just try music, see if that comes up. There we go. That's what it is. And this little thing right here, that's as closest to going back in time as we can get. Does he have a little table we can put this on? Or maybe we'll just stick it on the counter. There we go. He can listen to it on the counter. So when he is done playing the guitar, he can get his 2 hours of musical listening in their little cute little house they have going on here. Let's see. His guitar's music here, not the best. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, sounds like my kid's playing music over here. It looks like he needs to go to the bathroom, though, so let's give him a break from playing, and let's take him down to the chamber pot. He goes, oh, she woke up. How close are we to having this baby? We haven't even started our 3rd trimester yet. So it looks like we're probably going to be able to get through everybody at least once before they give birth. That would actually be kind of nice. Wasn't sure how much time it was going to take me to go through each one of these houses and pay their taxes and check on them and make sure they were having babies and whatnot, because they really need them to have these babies to get this town going. All right, let's see. I'm going to go read a book. Not a lot of other stuff she can do. She can play chess, but I don't think she wants to do that right now. So I'm thinking that there's not much we can do right now because there's no baby coming. He doesn't have to go to work for 3 days. So we're going to go ahead and end this episode right here. And hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
That was too short.